Hey guitarists, welcome back to Squealing Pig Guitars, the home of luxury instruments here in Nottingham, England. And today we begin looking at the infamous NIGHTHAWK. So let's go back to 1993, where Gibson brought out the NIGHTHAWK. NIGHTHAWK represented a radical change from traditional Gibson designs. While its maple-capped mahogany body and set neck were reminiscent of the classic Gibson Les Paul, the NIGHTHAWK incorporated a number of characteristics more commonly associated with Fender guitars. It wasn't a commercial success, and all production was discontinued in 1998 after only 5 years. However, in July of 2009, Gibson revived the NIGHTHAWK model, and basically Gibson released the NIGHTHAWK under 3 kind of categories. You had the NIGHTHAWK Custom, which had 3 pickups and a decorated flame maple top, just like the one that we have in today. You had the NIGHTHAWK Standard, which had a more plain maple top with binding only on the body and neck. But still featured the split parallelogram inlays. And then you had the lowest end one, which was the NIGHTHAWK Special. The main appeal for the NIGHTHAWK was the complex switching system and single coil tones that you could get from this guitar, which you wouldn't be able to get in other models that Gibson made. These guitars were loaded with the M Series mini humbucker in the neck and the M Series bridge humbucker, which was slanted, and then you had an NSX single coil in the middle position. This, in combination with the 5-position knife switch, gave 5 different combinations of pickups, which would give you a very stratty tone in some ways and more traditional Gibson tones in the bridge. You could then pull up the tone knob, which would then give you access to another 5 combinations of sounds. On the screen now you can see a diagram of all the different pickup selections you can get with the tone knob up or down, and this will give you a better idea of the versatility of this instrument. It's also important to note that the hardware options were quite unusual for Gibson. Here we have a Gibson branded Floyd Rose, which I personally haven't seen on any other instruments, and then you have the gold locking nut to go along with that. Also, you had the really cool parallelogram, the split parallelogram inlays, which I really love on the Gibson guitars. This was kind of more of a feature on the Jazz Box guitars. It really adds a nice design to this guitar and kind of adds that kind of custom feel that we get with these models. In terms of neck profile, this was a very slim neck, but very comfortable to play. And as you can see in this video, the body shape is like a modernized Les Paul. You still have a single cut design, but it has a bit more of a bigger waist area with more narrow shoulders. And it kind of just looks like an abstract version of the Les Paul. It's really cool, and obviously the construction of this guitar was a lot thinner and a lot more lightweight to obviously make a more modern guitar that was easier to play. This was definitely Gibson's attempt at going into the Fender market. The NIGHTHAWK scale length is Fender's standard 25.5-inch scale length rather than the usual 24 3/4 that is used on every Gibson guitar. This is really significant as it basically makes the guitar react like a Stratocaster, as there's more tension on the strings with that 25.5-inch scale length. This guitar really favours more laid-back styles of music because of the pickup choices. The mini humbucker and even the slanted humbucker are quite low output, and obviously in single coil modes they react very similar to a Strat. So think classic rock, anything that you'd play with a Strat really you can kind of play with this guitar. I wouldn't recommend it for heavier metal stuff, even though we have a Floyd Rose. So let's check out this guitar and see how it sounds. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed, and make sure to leave a like and a comment on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep on rocking. See you soon.